everyone, it's me, Robert, also known as the Fallen 835, and today, firstly I have to apologise to one person, Raz. Raz, I am so sorry that you had to sit and watch me review the figure I'm going to re-review today, live on Google+, because looking back at that recording, it was terrible. The audio was out of sync, the video quality was poor, and frankly, I did not do a very good job at reviewing this figure. So, here was I, doing it the old-fashioned way via a camera, to look at Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Scorponok, or Stalker Scorponok, or as I know him, Black Zarak. And if you get that quote, then you are an awesome dude. And seriously, if you're going to Auto Assembly, I would love to meet you. But before we look at the figure, his bio. So, his bio. We first see Scorponok in Revenge of the Fallen for one scene, near the end, at the Battle of Cairo, when Jetfire appears after taking out Mixmaster, who's endangering the humans. Scorponok bursts out of the ground, attacks Jetfire and critically wounds him, thus leading to his death, which then allows Optimus Prime to use his parts as armour, which is quite weird now that you think of it. Humans would never do that. I mean, imagine trying to kill someone, a friend, and then using their body parts to help you win a battle. Quite messed up, but in Transformers terms, it's the movies, so it's Michael Bay, what do you expect? But Scorponok also dies then, because Jetfire, as he's dying, deheads him, and that is the end of Scorponok. Now, Scorponok did appear in the comics around about this time, but the reason I say this figure looks, and the reason I call him Black Zarak, is because he reminds me so much of the character. Now, if you don't know who Black Zarak is, I will tell you. In the G1 Japanese continuity, in the Western continuity, at the end of Headmasters, Scorponok's body, what we would know, or Zarak, or what we would know as Scorponok, the actual Transtector body, was destroyed. But the Headmaster, the little dude, who we would know as Zarak, escaped into space. And he was captured by a being known as Devil Z. Now, Devil Z used the actual Scorponok, or Zarak, whatever you want to call him, and put him into the body, the Transtector body, but physically melded him into that, so he couldn't get out. And of course the body at this point was repainted similar to this figure, and given the new name Black Zarak. However, when Black Zarak and God Ginrai fought in a battle, because the Headmaster element of the character was gone, when his head was destroyed, it meant he could still carry on, thus leading to him becoming one of the main villains in Super God Master Force. Now, at the end of Super God Master Force, Devil Z was destroyed along with the Transtector body, and the only other appearance of Black Zarak was in Zone, which was a one-episode series. It was going to be more, but it was cancelled. Manga was made of it, and he appeared as a pirate who was resurrected by Violent Jaiga, who resurrected the 9 Decepticon generals in order to create Z from planets in order to help his plans. Basically, he didn't appear much in the one episode. He attacked a planet which was Planet Micro, which now became Victory, I think it was called. Flew away, and that was it. And he had an eye patch, a cape, and he was very piratish. And that was it, really. But the reason I say he is Black Zarak is because of the colours. Black Zarak was black, gold, yellow, and this character is black, gold, red and yellow. Very similar, in fact. So, yes. Now, onto the figure itself. So here is Scorponok in his alt mode, which as you can see is this really nice scorpion. Again, the colours, as I said before, very reminiscent of Black Zarak. However, it's also reminiscent of his colours in Beast Wars, which this is supposed to homage, as well as homaging Black Zarak. And I do like the Scorpion mode. I mean, I never much cared for the movie 1 Scorponok, because his colours were vague, basically, and they just didn't work in my opinion. But when you have a look at him, the gold and the red really highlight his features a lot, especially the stinger. The red on the stinger enhances it, and I really like it about this figure. Now, articulation-wise, his claws, as you will, can spin 360 degrees around. However, because of the feet, they can only go that far. They can move out like so and in, and basically that's it. His head can look up and down like so, and it can also come out, but that's only due to transformation. It can look down as well like so, but that's due to transformation. His feet here, his little crawlers, are individually articulated. They can go, I think they can bend 360 degrees like that, although why you want to do that is beyond me. And all three of these crawlers on each side are articulated, and his stinger can bend. First of all, it can spin here, like so. It can move at 2 points, one, and the stinger can also go up and down. So you can get it into fairly number of attack positions, I suppose. Like he's about to attack some humans in a desert, which are running away from an army. Oh wait, that was in the movie. So overall, this mode is nice. So, I like it. As I said, a Scorpion mode, really nice. However, this figure lacks so much because it transforms. And this is the one big flaw with this figure. And it just sums up everything that was wrong about the movie toys. You don't need to transform a figure that's already good. But he does. And I'm going to have to show you because it's so simple. It's simpler than a Generation 1 toy. Basically, come up like this, put him on his side, take out these, which will become his legs, fold them down, flip down the head, flip around, and like so, flip these around like so, and there you go. This is one of the poorest excuses for a robot mode I have ever seen in a Transformer. It is terrible. It has no point. The articulation is just the same. His hands can spin. They can go up like this. They can bend at the elbow, swivel, move out. Quite a lot of articulation in the hands. His head can move up and down. His legs can go all the way out. But then you've got this huge tail, which when you put him on the ground, just you have nothing to do with it. It's pointless. There's nothing you can do apart from that, which that just looks stupid in my opinion. It would have been nice if this had come up across, but it would still have been a poor Orc mode and a robot mode. Basically, when Hasbro was designing this, they thought, well, we've got a good Scorpion mode, how should we make it better? Why not let's try and create a robot out of it, even if it's shit? Because Hasbro, we just like to market toys as much as we can to get more money out of our customers, because that's what they're like. Multi-million-dollar companies are like. Yeah. So it's really very poor. I never ever display Scorponok in this mode because it's so shit. It's just crap, frankly. It's the poorest excuse for a robot mode I have ever seen and ever will see. And the gimmick on Scorponok is basically these wheels, when you roll it along, it spins the hands like this. And it works in his Scorpion mode, but in this mode it's just ridiculous. Because, frankly, why would you have him rolling along the ground like that? It just looks weird. Why? And there's no way that you can put his stinger. You can spin it around, like so, and bring it underneath. And that just looks very wrong indeed. Yes. Yeah, you can see. I'm not even going to touch that with a barge pole. But basically, Scorponok's robot mode is a pile of crap. So, overall thoughts on this toy. Should you buy it? Well, I mean, and I will use an example here. Ray, I love Mess. He doesn't like the movie bots at all, which I can understand. However, he has picked up some which homage other figures, homage older figures such as Beast Wars figures. And for all I know, he could have this figure already. But if he hasn't, then if you like your Beast Wars Scorponok, if you like Black Zarak, then I suggest try picking this up. I wouldn't suggest hunting him because it's not a figure that you should hunt at all. I would, if you see him in the shop in a Toys R Us, because many Toys R Us, including my local one, I say local, it's a 2-hour drive away, have Revenge of the Fallen figures still, because that's how crap they are with their stock these days, because we live in Britain, ladies and gentlemen. We live in Britain. So, yeah, if you see this in the store and it's cheap, then and you like the characters it's homaging, then get it. If you see it on eBay for less than £6, actually less than £5, and you like the characters it's homaging, then get it. If not, stay well away from this figure. This is one of those movie bots you just don't want to get. Its Alt mode is everything that went right with the movie, and its Robot mode is everything that went wrong with the movie. And the reason that I own it is because, well, now it's because I like who it's referencing and I just use it as a Black Zarak mold. But when I first got it, it was because it's got a better paint scheme than the movie one, Scorponok. But I would have sold this a long time ago if I hadn't known how many references this figure has taken. So, yeah, that is my final verdict. Do not get this figure unless you're a fan of Black Zarak, unless you're a fan of Beast Wars Scorponok, and you can find it for under £5 on eBay or on the shelves. Don't go hunting for it. You're wasting your time. So, that brings me to the end of this review. And one last thing I want to say. This Friday at 8 o'clock on this channel, basically me and Jim will be reviewing Transformers Animated Megatron in his Cybertronian form, which basically means it's not the leader, it's the Voyager, which many people forget. And we have different opinions on the figure. One of us hates it, one of us loves it. You'll have to tune in to find out who is who, whose opinion is who. It should be fun, and because it's on Google+, hopefully it'll be live. Now, from my test today with the camera, it seems I'm not going to be able to do that lot. Jim was probably going to be showing off the Alt mode, and I'm going to be showing off the Robot mode. But just tune in, because if you like animated, and if you like hearing two opinions of a figure, definitely tune in to see how that goes. So thank you for watching this review, and until Friday, I will see you all next time. Be good and avoid him at all costs. I'll see you later, guys.